10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Dire team pick.
Team open mic test. What is up, guys? This is TD Russian coming at you live through the power of the internet, and thanks to you guys, we're here able to host this Prodota Cup series by Zubu.tv. I think this is the semifinals winners bracket, and it's RRQ versus Geek Fam.
5 seconds.
Now, going into this, I think that these are both very accomplished and well-respected teams. I'm not sure what the websites are saying as to who they think is going to win, but yeah, I think that from personal view, I think that RRQ is much better with the whole team fight thing, whereas yeah, I feel like RRQ is better synergy than Geek Fam. I might be totally wrong, but just looking at how Zephyr, as a support, as a roaming support, is able to always get farm in almost every single game that he plays. He does it's very well, and I think that's why it's very good. Sorry, and I think that's why we see Windranger being banned by Geek Fam. They've done their research and they know how well Zephyr can do with Windranger. It's fascinating to see how he plays it. But going into the actual picks, so Windranger, I'd say most likely is a respect ban because Zephyr has been dominating with it. Weaver is a overall meta ban. I've talked about it in my past streams on this channel. He's just a great hero of this meta. And he's so versatile. You can put him in any lane and he'll do his job. Off lane, safe lane. You don't see him off lane too much, but once in a while you do. Safe lane support. And then, again, as I said, you could run Weaver mid. Doesn't always work, but... Oh, Nelly, I am tired. But, yeah. Otherwise, the Sligar and Lone Druid are also pretty meta bans. We see Earth Spirit get picked with Jug. I think that the Jug pick is really early and really interesting to see because it's... You don't want to get your core counter too early, but at the same time, Juggernaut is one of those heroes where you can counter them, but at the same time, they'll still usually do decent at the very least, even if you do counter them. So, we'll see what's going on. I need to change some settings. I realize that I am lagging. So
5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
So we'll see if this fixes it or not. I'm gonna go ahead and let it run for a bit. You guys tell me if it lags. I'm just changing some encoding settings and I know you guys have Dota TV aren't experienced anything, but I'm trying to see if we're facing any technical difficulties on a Zubu.
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, guys. We'll see. If it still lags, I'm going to change up a couple of things and see if that fixes it. But going back to the stream, sorry, because I know there are some people watching from Dota TV. The Invoker and LC ban, and then I'll talk about that Magnus pick in a second. The Invoker and the LC ban are fairly interesting. You don't see LC banned 4th pick, really. You don't even see her banned at all most of the time. And then you don't see Invoker banned too often in the 3rd or 4th pick. This being said, I'm curious if they want to pick someone up that is going to be a bad hero against Invoker, and maybe that's why they banned him. On Dire side, I'm wondering if they're going to pick up Ember. You have the Ursa banned, you have Invoker banned. Ember would be a great pickup here. Now, granted, Ember with Jug isn't the best combo, but it would still work very well if you want to win your lane as Teehee. Now, Teehee's Ember is pretty decent. SF is good here. But besides that, yeah, we'll see what they pick. The Magnus really says a lot. This is one of those things where they picked up Rubik. I feel like you would have seen a ban on the Rubik. Otherwise, Rubik is a great hero nowadays with the whole support situation. He just does so much in the lane, and he is so useful. 1 second.
Radiant team Geek.
But guys, I feel so tired. LOL. But could see
10 seconds remaining.
this is tough. Who is Ursa great against? We can see a Timber mid. I don't think so. I wouldn't like that. But going back,
Reserve time.
Rubik is so in meta today. We'll see. I'm so tired. Hopefully, this game will wake me up. Rubik is just really a great support. It's kind of like how everyone picked SD, everyone picked Ogre. I think Rubik is definitely the new Ogre. Although you still see Ogre picked up, and Rubik was picked up before, but I think Rubik is definitely picked up more often than not in this situation. Hey, look at Rubik. Guy is weird. Scares the hell out of me, yo. Like the lines on his head and how they move. I'm trying to see if my stream is lagging or not, because I changed some encoding settings and resolution settings, and then
10 seconds remaining.
I also want to see if this will change anything on the settings as well. I'm just kind of toying around, seeing what I can change for you guys to make everything interesting and work better. I'm just worried about crashing my PC. I know for you viewers at home not watching on a Zubu, you don't really care. You're able to watch the stream without any problems because you're watching through your own client, so you have it set to the settings you can handle. But I've put it on high res everything because I know that's what you guys like, so we'll see. Talking about some more of the picks, we do see the Ember pickup, and that's why they banned Ursa, so called it, forehead. We see Vengeful Spirit, who does well if Magnus is going to get an RP, or could save someone like an ally from Disruptor ulti. Jugular Fury out for the most part, so it's Ember Spirit you're really worried about. Troll? Troll, on the other hand, I wouldn't see why they would ban LC, because Troll counters LC, so that's a little weird. Otherwise, it is going to be probably a Troll safe lane carry, and Troll has been RRQ's new meta. I think they picked it up quite a lot, actually, but we haven't seen it work amazingly, but it's not a bad idea. So maybe they just have to get the hang of it. It's not just RRQ. I know a lot of teams that have been recently picking him up.
Dire team pick.
We see the Alchemist banned from Geek Fam, so they really don't want to play against an Alchemist. They think that would really set up RRQ's lineup. That being said, I think that Alchemist would be too greedy for RRQ, but RRQ have known to really make the space for Yabby and just let him farm. So maybe they're admitting that their lane stage is a little weaker, and that's why they're picking heavily or relying teamfight heroes that do well in lanes automatically. So we'll see how that works for them. You do have the Vengeful Swap, as I said. The Earth Spirit's done slow silence. The silence isn't going to do so much this game, so I'm pretty sure he's just going to go 2-1-1 and then max out the stun. And that's one of those things about Earth Spirit. You're able to pick up any... Oh gosh, what's going on?
10 seconds remaining.
Oh, I was changing settings, that's right. You're able to pick up Earth Spirit and then put him to your playstyle. You could go max silence if they have like a blinking hero. You could go a stun style build if they have heroes without blink.
10 seconds.
Or ways of escape, and then rarely, I think it's like 1% of the time you get someone who will max rolling boulder first, but
Reserve time.
that usually never
5
happens.
seconds remaining.
Timber saw!
We do see the Timber pickup, so I think I said Timber would be a good hero for Geek Fam because they banned the Ursa. But RRQ are taking advantage of that, and they know that Timber is a really good hero against Ember. So RRQ are really saying, hey, let's make sure we can secure mid and not lose it, and then we can work on their safe lane and off lane. And it works in this scenario because they have a greedier off lane and really a good team synergy. Meanwhile, Geek Fam pick up Underlord. And although you have the CC coming from Earth and Venge and the root coming from Underlord and Ember maybe having a root hero too, I like the wholeness and the
10 seconds
tranquility
remaining.
in RRQ's lineup.
5 seconds.
We'll see.
remaining.
We'll see how it goes in game one. I do think this is going to be RRQ's game. I feel like I'm gonna take off away, guys. Yeah. Otherwise, I'd say both teams are great. I just think that RRQ definitely has a better lineup in this case. I like that their skill. I just feel like RRQ works better as a team, and they have that. So we're going off of this is high res. We'll see how well this works and if it streams. I'm genuinely curious to see if this crashes my stream. We don't have any viewers or anything at the moment, so it's worth it. Wow, dude, this shadowing, it actually gives me a headache. I don't know how people play at this resolution. This is actually crazy. This hurts my eyes. If you guys watch this, tell me if it hurts your eyes. Because seeing all of that detail, and I'm trying to process that information at the same time with the movement speed, just really hurts my eyes. So I might turn this off, actually. At least settle for something a little less. I'm not gonna lie though, the graphics are crisp. They really do know what they're doing, and it's enjoyable to say at the very least, but it is hurtful. Looking at some board spots. This is a less... Look at that, dude. My drawings are clearer, too. The observer spot is less detectable and still gives you a lot of information. And then this dire side camp blocks this... this dire ward blocks the radium camp and helps Magnus. Kind of pushes him into lane, letting dire side be a little more aggressive in his lane. So we'll see if that benefits them or not. Or maybe he'll just rotate into Jumbo completely. It is a troll warlord mid. I apologize. I thought it'd be a troll safe lane, but they want to put Yabby against Teehee in this lineup, and Kel's gonna pick up Timber. This being said, Kel picked up Timber the last series, and he utterly demolished. I think he went like 12 413. I'm probably just making those numbers up, but it was beautiful. I don't know. I want to see if we're lagging. It doesn't look like it. I will turn down settings if we do that. Yeah, but he's gonna get pressured by Raji and Tihi. You know, he's trying to get his last hits. Looking at a tough start, to say the least. Yeah, I can't do this. I actually am having a headache. I'm turning these settings down. I can't. I actually can't. I'm probably gonna miss like a huge thing. I'm just gonna go basic settings and go. We'll go and we'll see if that hurts my eyes. We are gonna see Raji and Tihi jump in on Yabi. This still hurts my eyes. I'm just gonna go back to fastest. I'm sorry, guys. It's just. Oh, okay. Much better. I don't know why, but this doesn't hurt my eyes as much. I don't know if it's because of the motion blur or what. Raji is gonna get pressured by Zephyr and Eden. Zephyr going Rubik this game. Not sure how well you can go the position 4 role with this, but it's definitely possible. I'm wondering if Velo thought that he was going to be going up against the troll, and how he feels about that. Eden's going to be able to get first blood off of Earth Spirit. Looking at 1-0. Koala taking damage here. Looking at late game, I'd say this goes in the favor of the Geek fam, but I feel that this game will only go to 30 minutes. It'll either be at the cost of failed ganks and team fights of RRQ, or the success of their ganks and laning stages. So we'll sit back, watch a bit. Below, not sure what he's doing. He can't really take that ancient stat, but he's having his fun. Maybe he does want to just tank and go right to base. It wouldn't be really smart, though. Dude, why is it Dota's games? Can I make this less brighter? I shouldn't have just changed anything. I feel like everything's gone wrong now. Was it the shadow growth? No. I don't know, man. I do not know. Raji's gonna be able to lift roll himself out of danger. Pun intended. And meanwhile, I think I'm just gonna leave it on farming creeps. We'll watch these two go at it, because I think it's an interesting lineup to see Yabi versus Tihi. And then we'll just go rotate. We'll make rotations, saying where rotations are necessary.
From the tempest of battle. Trickster's rule of illusion.
Gonna see Yabi here get pressured by Raji and Tihi. They do have the flame guard. We're gonna see the body block coming from Tihi. Just gonna see how much damage flame guard can do. He does pop out Searing Change. Disruptor tries to get off kinetic field. He could use his other spells, but he just really doesn't feel like it's worth it. We'll rotate into the top lane. I feel like something's about to happen there. Not sure. Zephyr is left alone by himself, so maybe he'll play safer. No cam is probably a no. Magnus is doing a good job farming. This is what I think. He does manage to stay alive in his lane. It's really nice.
denied.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower
Sorry
is
about
under
that.
attack.
Getting some things figured. Looking at Psionics, and this is one of those things where I feel Geek Fam has a huge disadvantage, and this is a normal game for Psionics' last hits. We're looking at 50 last hits in 6 minutes, which, I don't know, maybe it's not a big deal when you look at the grand scheme of things and you see some tier 1 and pro athletes or eSports athletes, but it's his capabilities of landing these last hits without having too much help in lane. And sure, right, Magnus hasn't been in lane too much, but he keeps lane equilibrium beautifully. It's one of those things, you pick up a quelling blade and you make so much use out of it, because the quelling blade takes you 4 last hits to farm, and then after the 4 last hits to farm, you manage to see him getting so many more last hits, right? He has 56, and it's maybe it could be usual, as I said, for a tier 1, but tier 2 you don't usually see that much. We're gonna see them come on Yabby. I don't think there's much that he can do. He is gonna try running up river. He doesn't have any teammates to save him. Jugblade Fury comes out with the Crimson Magic Missile. He's gonna fall down, and Psionics is gonna get the kill. Really good rotation from Geek Fam.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Never refuse gold.
We're gonna see Kelp Buzzard get the kill onto Geek Fam's Velo Underlord. We see the Zephyr Fade Bolt come out with a nice, I think he used a Thunderstrike there to begin with. Thunderstrike. That's one of those things. Timbersaw is a great hero against Underlord just because of the magic damage that he does. There's a lot of physical armor resist that comes out from Underlord, and
Dire's bottom tower.
not a lot of magic resist, right, until he gets a Hood of Defiance. That's why you want to get a Hood of Defiance, because it really rounds up the hero very well. We're gonna see them ping out the earth. I'm not sure if it's Radiant that did so or Dire. You see Dire taking tier 1s. There could be trading here, and although it's nice that you're trading with tier 1s, honestly I don't even think Radiant, you're not gonna to get Radiant. It's you're creating a lot of space for XP to take it in. Yeah, honestly, then we're gonna initiate. Kel'Thuz's gonna go in. Rachi's gonna be really low. He's gonna be able to pop with his ult, but he's gonna fall down. Zephyr throws out Phase Bolt, throws out his telekinesis. Is gonna try to get into TP. He's gonna get hit. It's a double kill for Tiki. We're gonna find Kel'Thuz get spotted out. The Magic Missile Crimson is gonna try putting a lot of pressure on him. We do see Hood of Defiance popped out as he have it, and it's a triple kill for Tiki. Not looking so great for Geek Fam. 9 minutes in, Jug at 48 net worth. His farm and rotations have been really good. We're gonna see him beginning the early Hood of Dominator, and Ember's actually gonna rush TP boots first. So he feels like his farm is really good, and he wants to take use of that. He doesn't feel like the Veil would pay off as much. Troll in the meantime also getting a Helm of Dominator. I mean, he's not too far behind. He is still 1,000 behind though. If we were to take a look at the net worth graphs, I'm pretty sure they're pretty skewed on that part. And why not? Let's fancy ourselves. Only 800, not bad. I think that comes from the supports. Carries on Geek Fam are getting a lot of the farm, while the supports are very underfarmed. And again, it's early in the stage, so 10 minutes in, seeing 1,000 net worth lead will not mean a whole lot. But looking at who has that net worth tells a bigger picture. Because Cal has a 5100, and he should have 5100, right? He's a Timber Sap. We're going to see the RP come out from Magnus. He's not going to be able to bring them under tower. He's going to fall down Timber, so it's going to get picked out. Even with using Hood, Rubik is going to die to... Not sure, maybe it was a Jug ultimate? I think Jug still even has his ultimate, actually. No, he does use ultimate to probably fill down the Omni Slash. We're going to take a look at this fight recap. It's another huge fight that goes into the way of RQ, and I'm actually going to turn down these audio settings. I feel like they're a little too loud. We'll go to 19. We're looking here at... I want to know who he used that old Omni Slash now. I want to know who it connected it to. Because I didn't feel like too much of it went onto the Rubik. I think Rubik felt the physical DPS and that I think the Disruptor ulti finished it off. But looking at total network changes as they're pushing to tier 2, and we see Zephyr trying to get some extra farm. No, he can't do anything. Actually, going in on bottom, they're going to go on Evo. He's going to use his ultimate. They have to kill him. He is going to drop pretty fast due to kills. Chakram and Timber Chain. Crimson, he's going to get glimpsed back by Disruptor. Very well played. He's going to try swatting someone out of the connect field, but he's still going to fall out. We're looking at 5-9, so that definitely swung in the way back towards Geek RRQ. Geek Fam is still probably going to be heavily in the lead since you just got a support and a pretty poor offense. Disruptor is going to get spotted out. He does have can flip and ult. He is going to pop off his ultimate. Ember is not going to be able to die, though. They just have nothing to hold him inside the range of the ultimate, because the kinetic field just wore off so soon. Taking a look at that net worth again, it jumped to 4K and then back to 2,000. It's still pretty volatile at this stage. And we'll have to wait for it at the next team fight to maybe settle out. My guess is maybe Troll's going to go for an early Roshan, and that's when they're going to fight if he does decide to go for it. Sounds a little risky though, but yeah, he tends to do that. Yeah. He does play safe on Urso, and he gets the chance from what I remember. But... oh jeez, sorry guys, I'm having issues.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
We'll see Ember get lifted here, and Rubik are going. Rubik is going to try TPing out, but there's just too much damage coming from Raji and Diki at the time. They get the tier 1, they get the kill, and we're probably back to about, I would say, 3k network lead. Well, it's not there, but it is heading there. And again, as I said, very volatile stages where it really doesn't matter. Well, I'm really liking Timber's farm. It's a safe lane Timber. Could be a little better, but you can't complain. Especially when this game is usually heading a little more slower paced than you'd expect. Usually see 5 to 6 at maybe, you see like 11 kills in 6 minutes. Sometimes it's ridiculous, right? The amount of kills, but it's a total exaggeration. Like 10 minutes, you see, I don't know, because it's like 14. It's just this seems like a very slower paced game. There are pickoffs, but there's no like huge team fights that we see something crazy going on.
Illusion.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Sorry for this, like I was talking to people on it. Zulu Timber is going to get pressured. Kel's going to get swapped. He's going to get rooted once more. He does have 20 reactive armor, but critical comes out from Psionics, and they're able to get that kill, which is a pretty big kill because the Geek Fams, RQ's Kel Buzzard tanks most, if not close to all of the initial base magic damage. So we're gonna have to lose to tier 3 too, and there's just nothing like that. It looks like that. Let me see, Geek Fam. They don't want to stop. They're keeping the train. Never stopping. And they're gonna rotate up top. Rubik being a little aggressive. Don't have a blink, and I think that's one of those problems. This is actually one game where I would suggest getting a blink on Earth Spirit. So and he does have it. You know, it's not a bad item to get. I just don't think it's always necessary to rush. I'll see a lot of 6K players picking it up when you have already have like a slot R blink LS combo. You don't need it. Just walk behind them and use your rolling bowler to roll fast enough. We are seeing a sneaky Roche. Maybe beneficial, maybe not for RRQ. Looks like they are going to be able to get it in time, but they really are losing. They're able to get the Roshan in time without having problems, but over here we see that the tier 2 is about to drop. Underlord's dart. Rubik's using Underlord ulti, not quite sure why. We are going to see Disruptor ult come out. He was in a really bad position. Not sure if there was a miscommunication on the... Oh, no, wait, what? Whoa, how did I miss that? Oh no, I feel so bad. Oh my gosh, Troll dies inside of Roshan. He's going to fall down. Rubik's going to fall down. And Disruptor... He lives, but Kel is gonna die once more, and this is... Dude, how did I miss that, guys? I am so sorry. This is what happens when you don't take your nightly espresso.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Yo, what is going on? Alright, guys, sorry. Just got out of days to what's happening. But Earth Spirit is going to be able to secure that Aegis as Troll. It looked like he had it in time, but they were able to get the tier 2 and rotate back to see that, hey, he's in here. Not quite sure if they were scouting it to see if they could do it for themselves or if they knew, but it's just starting to look really ugly for RRQ. I mean, at 18 minutes, it's plummeted to 7,500, and it's close to being 10K. One more fight, and it'll be at 10,000. And some of those things where you just don't have the money to buy back, right? You have a buyback on Jug, and Disruptor's not. Jug's on the offensive side, and Disruptor's not going to do jack anyway. He already wasted Static Storm. He's going to be able to get the kill with his 2 other teammates on Troll. Jug is going to fall down, though. He does get a little too greedy. Wall's gonna spot out Magnus, but they're just too tanky right now on the side of Geek Fam to be able to do anything. Or sorry, on the side of RRQ. Geek Fam's too tanky for RRQ to do anything. Jeez. But even then, we saw a lackluster fight come out. Right? It wasn't even looking like Geek Fam was trying, and they took out most of Eden's health, and wasn't looking too hot. We are gonna split up and farm. It looks like we'll just wait for that to happen. I think that we're looking at one more push for our Geek Fam to end this, and then we're looking at 2 more pushes or 2 more good team fights from RRQ to really swing this. But otherwise, as I said, Geek Fam has a better late game, and they're getting there with better odds than they were before. So, game is definitely in their favor as long as you don't get that 5-man RP Arise Godlike Magnus crap happening, and you don't get the 5-man Disruptor ult with it. I think honestly, pop the BKBs and go for a rack. Getting one, like getting the BKBs is far most important. You are gonna see tower drop. Underlord TP's in with ultimate. Purple, you're gonna try to escape, but don't think they're gonna be able to catch him. He is pretty fast. What are the options right now is the question on RRQ. Do they want a high ground? Do they want to hold? What is their plan, and how do they execute their plan? And I honestly think that their best fights that they can take right now are high ground, because worst case scenario, you'll see a Jug who will be able to maybe use his knife to get a kill. Besides that, don't have too much great high ground. Granted, if Jug runs up high ground, well then you gotta fight, and then now you have the advantage. So Aegis is gonna come out. It sounds like Aegis came out on Raji. Raji's gonna get the kill on Rubik, and Yabi's gonna fall down. Sionic's ultimate comes out. It's a double kill. Trollwood is also gonna fall down. You're gonna see the root come out on Timber. He's gonna have 1200. He could suicide here. He might suicide here. Looks like he's gonna get back in time though. They do get the stun. They do get the silence. They get the swap. That was a failed swap on Alex's side, but it happens, so no worries. So they're still able to get the kill without a problem. You're gonna rotate and say, hey, let's grab the tier 2 win. Really not much we can do during it bottom.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh. We're gonna see the Lotus Orb come from Timbersaw here in a bit. I think it's a nice touch, right? When you're going up against someone like the, I don't know if he confirms Disruptor, but the Rubik spell telekinesis is really nice. I don't feel like this is or Timber is getting it, sorry. Yeah, it's good for Juggernaut. It's definitely a great item. Lotus Orb is probably the best item to go. Earth Spirit's gonna roll in, get swapped by Crimson. Looks like Centaur is gonna drop. He's gonna be able to use his ultimate. Chakram is up on Timber. That being said, we did lose tier 2, and we're starting to push tier 3 on mid for Radiant. The moment, I don't think there's really anything interesting that's going to happen besides another team fight or a pick off. It's one of those things where both teams know their strengths and their weaknesses, and both are trying to counter those with pushing and laning and de-warding and whatnot. Is Lotus Orb counter Lotus Orb? That is my question. Like, what if you Lotus Orb someone who you stun, and then they Lotus Orb you, and then it's just a back and forth stun between Lotus Orb and that would be really sick. I know it's not how it works, but it would be nice. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna see Dire come in on yellow. He's gonna get back, but he is still in a very risky spot. They're gonna just wait for the next person to swap comes out. Timber's gonna fall down. It's not Timber actually, it's Troll. Troll's gonna fall down. No buyback for 50 seconds. Not much they can do. We're gonna see Purple TP back, see if he can defend. We got 50 seconds without the Troll Warlord. They're gonna push high ground. Will it be enough? Taking a look at net worth, they're about 13,000. If they can't do this, I don't know when they can. They're gonna back. They're playing very safe, very steady. They're taking this game at their own pace, and maybe that's how they win this game with the other most confidence. You don't want to go into a game 1 and playing sloppy. It easily carries over to the game 2. It's no fun.
Wicked Sick.
We are gonna see Wicked Sick come off from T. He's just really just too hard to kill. even with having support from his teammates, Magnus is not able to handle the damage. Then we see Disruptor fall down. Kel'Thuzzer is gonna pop off Lotusaur, but you get the stun miss. A 3 for 0 trade. So we're looking at a 10k net worth now, as my guess, maybe 9k. Oh, sorry, can't do math. I meant 13, 15k net worth, and they've hit that reach. There's a 17 minutes. They could go for the Rex. I think that you called GG at RRQ. 6-26. I know it's the semifinals, but there's really nothing you can do. You do have fortifications. You can blow that. The Jug's about to have a Scotty at 26 minutes, and your safe lane in the meanwhile has. I mean, it's a Timber safe lane. So let's just look at your mid. Your mid's 5k behind, 5,000 that way. We're gonna see the swap from Geek from Crimson to Velo, and the plays on Geek Fam are very fluid and smooth. They're really beautiful to watch. You know, these two teams are amazing nonetheless, but I think that Geek Fam are playing much more extraordinarily this time with their own team. There have been a lot of games where they want to feed or throw or their lead that they've been getting in the lane potential, but whatever's happened today, they've managed to somehow be able to handle the situation a lot better. Baji is going to fall down. He's playing a little greedy, trying to get the wards. We see Root come out. Underlord is going to throw down another Root. Let's see. Could this... Ooh, we see the double Magnus, but there's the ult you're looking for Magnus. You're going to get the double kill. Yeah, B going in. Could they kill Underlord? They're going to get a glimpse on Underlord. Velo's going to fall down, and that's 3-0 exchange. And that's one of those problems when you don't have any help from your earth. You really can't go in. You don't have that stun. Here's the throws that we were talking about. We do see He come in. He gets the kill on Troll. We can't flame just yet. He's going to try healing ward. It's not going to come out. He does his coil to dodge out the potential stun and glimpse. They're going to call out Roshan. Not going to go high ground. Power is really low. It's tempting. Roche seems to be the option here. Hopefully it is not going to be stolen like last time for Geek Fam, but anything could happen in a day of dotes. You're gonna see Juggernaut pick up the Aegis as if he wasn't unstoppable before. Now he's unkillable for sure. They're gonna maybe stall for 5 minutes, I can imagine. We could just pounce on the Slark that's diving us for no good reason. Wave Terror is going to be trying to spot out the Yabby. Yabby is going to get enclosed here, maybe. We see Green and Gray go in. He does have a Shrine. He does have teammates there to protect him, but I don't think it's going to be enough. They're going to start pinging Koala and Eden. They're going to get the Yules and Root on the Magnus. Ultimate comes out on Magnus, or on Earth Spirit. We see the stun. Does have a Skewer. He's going to run right into Magic Missile, and sorry with that, the camera work, but he's going to die. We have 50 seconds without Magnus, just be huge. It's RP that's missing. And they're really out of position, right? I mean, we have no TP on this. This Rubik, he has a blink. He's going to have to use that 2 times to get to lane safely. We're going to see Orange be like, hey, you know, I still don't have I have BKB, I don't have Basher, though. What am I going to do? Just go in there and maybe touch him a little. That's about it. So he's going to wait off. They still can't grab the tier 2, 3. That's one of those problems with Geek Fam, and they're really throwing is that they don't have the damage. The Onyx just doesn't do enough DPS on the tower to take it out, and maybe those stats on Scotty will help. We're going to see Swap come out from VS. He's gonna see our teammate Yabi's gonna go in, get the kill on Underlord. Junk's gonna be able to pick that up though. And he is out for 63 seconds. Taking a look at net worth, it's gonna be in the way of 23,000. No, it's not 20 yet. Almost 20. GG is not yet called, but things are looking really dire. Magnus is getting these crazy RPs. Maybe it's not too late to have hope. Right? I mean, it's only 30 minutes in the game, but we're seeing buybacks come out like crazy from Radiant side.
Bounty which my matriarch will prize.
Taking a look at net worth, top 4 right now are Ember, Jug, Timber, and Underlord. And that being said, the Timber with farm is not a problem, especially when you have 6k net worth above him. You can get some damage items and whatnot. Where do you see Rubik get the gem? Double damage is going to get spotted out. It's going to go to... We're going to see a fight happen at mid. Orange, Yabi is going to BKB out of the situation. Kel'Thuzard is going to see if maybe he could do some damage, but that's also not the case. Control Warlord ult is out. First Spirit throws down his stun. Ult combo with the silence, maybe. He doesn't connect the silence for Kel. Kel's going to be able to escape. Don't know if it was on cooldown, not enough stuns, poor positioning. But nonetheless, this game is getting tougher and tougher by the minute, not only for Geek Fam, but also RRQ. Geek Fam, the more they go up, they're going to throw. And that doesn't mean it's an easier game for RRQ, because it is also harder in the aspect of being able to defend. You know, you have to throw out so many buybacks after farming all these kills, and maybe it's worth buying back, but you're not getting anywhere, you're just running on circles. You have that gem on Zephyr, maybe that's what they needed, you know, you get the greedy forward one. Maybe you've seen a smoke coming from Radiant side. They do have Roshan up. You need to keep an eye on Rubik because he's the one with the gem and a smoke. Or it's Ruptor with the smoke. I see Raji boulder out once and twice. Secure his way of living. He could turn here, right? I mean, they're in such a poor position that Dire could swing in and really go on Radiant. But they are going to say, nope. Let's just TP him out and not risk anything that we can't do. Which, I agree. It's really out of position. You can really do that. Sianic says that Scotty has his has almost a butterfly, and once he gets that butterfly, illusions are really going to be too fast, too strong, and 3 too unkillable. Like just super strong. We're talking about ridiculous strong. Dire's really doing their job of holding their choke point. I mean, they're making sure no one gets to farm. There are no observers to spot out who is where. It's really nice.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Top is going to drop here. We're going to see the 2-2s push in. Maybe not drop, but he's going to get heavily swayed. Yeah, he's going to pop BKB and just TP away, but he's going to get swapped to cancel that BKB. He's going to have to run all the way home. You see another TP come out. Disruptor is going to die, but looks like Magnus is going to be able to escape the situation. The same can't be said for Troll Warlord, as he does get spotted out. And they do have buyback on the Troll, so you can stay alive if they do want to push. I think it is a little too late. You have 60 seconds though, and try the best you can do. I want to go for who's getting, since Jug's getting the butterfly, I wouldn't get that on anyone else, just to ensure that he gets that evasion that he wants. We're gonna see middle barracks get pressured this early into the game. Backdoor protection is gonna come out. No more of that. We're waiting on Troll for 30. Stun doesn't miss. We're gonna see why. Timber's gonna roll in. He's just gonna pick off right away. Kel's gonna die there. We'll see one Rax fall down. Troll doesn't want to TP in. We're gonna see Sionix get the pick off on Disruptor, and Magnus, and T is gonna kill Eden. That's Disruptor. Buyback comes out from Magnus. They do have RP and Blink if they do want to go for it. It is really tough though when you lose a Rex and you're about to lose another one. Not calling GG yet. They're gonna see if they can get this keyword. You see Blade Fury come out, so Jug's not gonna take any damage, but the RP is able to escape. The BKBs are out. Yabby pops out his BKB. Timber's gonna buy back. They're gonna see GG get called, and that is game.